Okay, here I am in Adobe After Effects CS4, and I just created a new comp and added a new AE solid, which I'll keep as a 2D layer, to my comp. And I'm going to apply from the BC6 3D Objects category of filters, the BC Extruded Text filter, because what I want to show in this video is a text jitter feature, which is new to the BCC6 for After Effects 6.03 update. We've added some new text animation options to the BC Extruded Text filter, text jitter being one of them. So let me apply that. So we have a extruded text object there, and I've applied an extrusion style. And if I move this light around, you get an idea that it is indeed a 3D extruded text there. And first I'm going to go into letter transformations. In the original release you had tracking, which I'm going to adjust here, letting and baseline, and letter rotate. They were all static parameters, not animatable. Now we've made these animatable, and we've added some new skew, some new typographical controls, letter scale, an individual X and Y letter scale and stuff like that. So for now I'm just going to increase the tracking a little bit for my effect that I want to make here. In a separate movie I'm going to show there's also additional animation options in the text path feature. But for now we're going to go to the jitter group, and the way it's set up is, let me just jitter something so we can see the effects. I'm going to jitter the position Y, and so you see it there jittering. So we have jitter seed, which is just sort of a randomization seed, so you can offset the sort of random algorithm there. Jitter speed, if I can slow it down a little bit. And so you have jitter seed and jitter speed, and then these, jitter position X, position Y, angle, scale X, scale Y, are the actual parameters, the actual attributes of the text that are being jittered. So, and this restriction pop-up, if I wanted the position Y to only go above the original baseline, I could do that. So now it's only going above. Or if I only wanted to go below the original baseline, I'd do that. In my case, I'm just going to leave it with no restrictions that way. This polarized control kind of tweaks the jitter algorithm so that the text characters kind of alternate more. You see how it's a more mechanical, kind of piston-like effect there, and there's, you could just make it a little more like that, or not at all. Or, have the other ones be the ones that are going up. You can kind of reverse it. In any case, for this effect, we will not use the polarization feature. So there I'm jittering position Y. And why don't we add a little angle and maybe scale Y. And so we have this sort of jitter where it kind of looks like it's hopping around a little bit. Now this master jitter amount is incredibly useful, because if I want the whole effect sort of just toned down a bit, I can do that. And if I want to animate it down to 0, I can do that there. And of course, if I want to, make it really increase it a lot, I can do that as well. So it's nice because this master jitter amount controls the amount of jitter for all these parameters, which can be jittered. You don't have to individually adjust or keyframe these most of the time. Often you can use just the master amount, which is really useful. So if I toggle over to this composition, which is sort of a more advanced version, one thing I should mention with this jitter is that it's best used with color-based materials, because the jitter is actually applied at the vector text level, like sort of pre-extrusion. So it doesn't give you such a natural look when using texture maps or bump maps. It's sort of most effective with the color materials. Although in certain effects it can work with a texture map. So here, let me preview this to RAM. See, basically what I've done here is I'm just animating the master jitter amount in relation to the music, and then I have, let's stop this for a second and just play it. Rather than PTR, you see the spotlight control here, so like all 3D objects filters, it obeys the After Effects 3D lights and cameras. And so what I did here was I animated some camera moves also along with the sound from the music to create this effect. But you can see how this jitter effect really can sort of liven up your text, can really sort of invigorate the look of your 3D text here. And it's new to BCC 6 for After Effects version 603.